everyone. Tonight, the plan was initially to make a sort of English version of my French video about beauty. Then I stumbled upon the Dear Fat People video and I figured I am going to mix both because it's so ridiculous. First of all, the beauty thing. It was actually suggested through a comment where someone asked me to talk about beauty discrimination. And I said that, you know what? We all have different beauty standards. That doesn't mean we're bad people. It just means that we are not necessarily attracted to everyone that passes by just because they like us. And that's actually why we don't like catcalls and many other things like that. Just because someone pays you a compliment doesn't mean you take it. But that's something. And then I said that to me, there's a difference between pretty and being beautiful. And being pretty, when you make that difference, to me is sort of corresponding to current beauty standards in society. And being beautiful is when you have it all from within. And I gave the example of one of my friends who'd been partying a few days prior and who told me, you know what, I don't get it because at some point at the party, people were drunk, and then we went to the sidewalk, and I wasn't drunk. Everyone else was. And there was this girl, and she kissed all the men except me, and I don't understand because I think I'm cute, and she didn't get to me. What gives? And I told him, well, dude, that's probably because she just doesn't have the same standards as you do. And that's completely okay. That doesn't make you any less cute. And that doesn't make her any more shallow. It's just what it is. And then, sorry, in my video, I also mentioned that, for example, if you took pictures of all the men that were in my life at some point or other, maybe there would be some people who'd run away screaming because they don't fit the standards of beauty nowadays. However, since I'm looking for something else, and I'm not looking for pretty people, I was just interested in beautiful people, and that's what I found. And that's why I'm so happy with my choices, especially the man I am with now, despite the fact that he doesn't quite believe he's the catch, but he is one. Trust me. But anyways, um, there's a difference between certain kinds of discrimination, and I think that in this context, this one I'm talking about right now, really it boils down to the fact that you can't blame someone not attracted to you because that really doesn't mean you're beautiful. And why would I link this to the Dear Fat People thing? Well, because for some reason, that person seems to be implying that she was being funny and that she wanted to maybe help us out or something. I don't know. And I will admit that I didn't watch the whole thing. I just couldn't. Because she had me at fat shaming does not exist. It was made up by fat people. And I was like, wait, dear woman, have you ever heard of slut shaming? Do you know the same thing about that phenomenon? Because if so, then wow. Oh boy. And I will put links down below to reactions to that video that I think are awesome. And I really don't think I can get to that level of awesomeness, mostly because I'm not a native speaker. I may not have the right way to say it, but basically, what I wanted to say is, you know what? Dear fat people shamer, you don't get it. That's pretty obvious. You're condescending, rude, and you're delusional. Because you know what? As the others, this wasn't funny, this was not helpful, and that might actually fit the definition of bullying. If you don't know what that is, maybe you should look it up. Yes, I know that was pending. That wasn't. You know, what I really hate is when people assume that just because we have extra weight, that we are actually an extra burden on society. And you know what? For some rare examples, that might be true. But for most heavy people, our health isn't any worse than average. I mean, I haven't been to the doctor in over a year, and even then, last time it was because I had a cold. I can walk, I can do my thing just fine. Okay, sure, I don't like the heat or when it's too cold outside, but I'm not the only one, so who cares, really? And the other thing is that this kind of video really doesn't help because people try to make them feel bad. Since when has it ever worked without tragic persons anyway? I mean, if you look at all the examples of people who've been bullied at school, who've been told time and time again that they should be ashamed, they should feel ugly, they should move, and whatnot. Sometimes that translates to suicide, and I really don't like that word because of what it implies. So, yeah. If you're the kind of person who watched that video and who liked it, then I'm pretty sure we can't be friends. As if here anyway. Well, I just hope that the debate surrounding that video spreads across the like wildfire, that we can finally discuss the issue. And I do realize that there are lots more dire issues that we need to talk about also. But well, just one at the same time, we can talk about quite a few things, to spice things up. And then maybe, just maybe, at some point, may finally get that what each their own. You don't have to like me. I don't have to like you. But have to spit each other face either. That's with that said, if you have any idea for a future video, any topic that you'd like me to talk about, feel free to mention it in the comment. Feel free to share this video, to subscribe to the channel, and if you speak French or would like to hear more French, I do happen to have a French channel, and I also have a Twitch on which I play video games, and usually I speak both French and English. This waits. Bye!